Hi, I am Maurizio. Even though health is my profession, over the past few years, I have let myself go a little. I had gained 22 pounds and gotten out of shape. So, a couple of months ago, I decided to use the exercise program I had developed for my patients on myself. After those few months, I lost the weight I'd gained and I got back in better shape. Now I want to share the program with you. The program is within everyone's reach. Just apply the 7 golden rules of our method. Let's start right away with a lesson dedicated to toning the abdominal muscles. The abdominals are very important both from an aesthetic perspective and for the role it plays in supporting the spine. The lesson is called the abdominal core. Please lie on your back with your legs extended and your arms at your side. And pay attention to the sensation of contact and tension of the lumbar muscles. Feel the distance between the lower back and the floor. Now bend your knees one at a time, planting your feet flat on the ground, one hand behind your head, the other resting between your chest and your abdomen. Raise your head several times, looking past your knees, and observe how much energy you must use to lift it. How much does your head weigh? Pay attention also to how much your ribs and sternum are involved, and how much your core is involved. How much your abdominal structures comes into play. Then relax. Listen to your breathing while you relax. Bend your knees again, plant your feet flat on the floor, contract your abdominal muscles, and then let go. Breathe in, contract the abdominal muscles, hold them in position for a few seconds, and let go. While you are contracting your core, make sure your lower back sticks to the ground. The pubic bone moves toward the sternum moves toward the pubic bone, the core abdominal muscles contract and compact. The hips rotate with the pubic bone pointed towards the head, and the lumbar zone flatten out. You are toning the core abdominal muscles and letting the lower back relax. Feel how the abdominal muscles contract. Let everything go. Contract, contract, and let go. And then let everything go and relax. Pay attention to your breathing and send the air deep into the abdomen. The diaphragm descends, the abdomen expands, and the whole abdominal muscles structures get a sort of massage. Now bend your knees again, one after the other. Place one hand behind your head, take the pillow away, and place the other hand on your chest. Begin the motion of lifting upwards, leading from the sternum and the chest. Use the hands to guide the movement of rounding your spine and lifting your head starting from the chest. The chest is very important for the overall functioning of the vertebrae and for relieving pressure on the lumbar area. Be careful that you aren't using your neck muscles and let your head relax, supporting by your hand. Make sure that your chest and ribcage are involved in movement. switch hands if you want, inverting the position between left and right hand. The hand you had behind your head is now on your chest and vice versa. Make sure that you are breathing freely and that there is space between your teeth. Don't clench your jaw. This tension could transfer itself to the chest. Put the pillow back and relax everything. Remember to observe one of the 7 golden rules of my method, the poses rule. And the breathing rule. Let your breath expand and relax into the muscle you just worked. Bend your knees again. Relax your arms by your sides. Bring one knee up to your chest, then the other, by contracting your abdominal muscles. Then, while still contracting the abdomen, bring them back down. The movement begins and is maintained by the abdomen. It's important to keep the core muscles contracted even on the way down, so that the lower back stays flat on the ground and isn't influenced by the leverage of the downward motion. One of the problems with working the abdominal muscles is just that of overworking the lower back. But through maintaining this hold, you protect your lumbar area. Hold the abdominal muscles contracted for a few seconds and then go back down. Contract and come back. And relax everything. Feel the support of your back, feel the contact points and the distance of your lower back from the ground. Keep listening to your breathing. Now bend your knees once again, your feet flat on the floor, the pillow away, and this time put both hands behind your head, within your fingers interlaced. Contract your abdominals, bring your knees toward the chest, and then lift upwards with your forehead toward your knees. And come back. Your elbows toward your knees, and then return. Cross your ankle one over the other, inverting the position of top and bottom each time to help relax your legs. Remember to use the information you gathered in the early part of the lesson. The movement starts from the chest, from the abdomen. Neck and arms are only to support the weight of the head. You are toning your abdominal muscle isometrically. Hold the position for 4 or 5 seconds, and then come back. Switch the cross position of your ankles each time, and remember to support your head in a relaxed position with your arms. Pay close attention to your breath, especially in the exhalation when the air is released. And then, still contracting the abdominals, return back down. Place the pillow under your head, again to align the neck vertebra, and look straight ahead as if you were standing. Observe the effects your work has had on your lumbar zone and your abdomen. Use these poses to recover physical and mental energy. Then bend your knees and repeat the test we began the lesson with. Raise your head. How high can you lift it now? How much does the head weigh? How much is the chest involved in the movement? How much do the rib cage, sternum, and the abdominal muscles manage to work? Is it easier to lift upwards now? Try the other position and feel how your abdominal muscles have learned to work. Relax everything and enjoy the results. Observe the contact points and distance of the lumbar zone from the floor, the expansion of your breath, and when you are ready, slowly get up. Thank you for your attention, and I'll see you again to our next lesson.